Hello everyone, we have Shadab Anwar, our automation architect at Appzlogic. So Shadab, I have few questions for you related to automation testing. And my first question for you is, how do you pick what to automate in a sprint?
I would say that is best to focus on stable, the high priority features first, especially the API layers. So these are usually the backbone of the application, and automating them early can really save time later on.
And how do you handle automation across microservices?
It can be really effective to use contract testing, mocks, and containerized test suites. This way, each service can be tested independently and without worrying about external dependencies.
And how do you manage cross-platform automation?
I would suggest using a flexible framework where we share models for common logics but have separate drivers for different platforms, and this approach keeps things organized and reusable.
Okay. And how do you speed up test execution in CI/CD?
To speed things up, it must be a priority to run tests in parallel. Use specs to categorize them based on the module we'll be having, on the application under test, and only trigger tests relevant to the code changes. This way, we can reduce unnecessary execution time.
Okay. And how do you measure automation effectiveness?
I would say, measuring that effectiveness. We can just track key metrics like pass rate, bug leakage, and pipeline duration. Is essential to understanding how effective the automation is in catching issues early.
Okay. And how do you keep flaky tests under control?
To manage flaky tests, it can be helpful to use retry mechanism, logic, analyze failure pattern, and quarantine any unstable test. This ensures they don't disrupt the pipeline until we can address them.
Okay. And how do you handle test data for automation?
I would recommend, and the one that I'm using so far, using the data factories, the API setting, running the APIs, fetching the responses, and then response we can utilize in our test and environment specific data sets. So, this way we can generate the right data dynamically and ensure test remains isolated.
One last question. How do you ensure test coverage in fast moving projects?
In fast-moving projects, it's crucial to integrate coverage tools, mapping tests to each user stories that we have in the sprint, and automate early. And the earlier we automate, the more comprehensive coverage we will be having.
Oh, thank you so much, Shadab.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.